Collegeville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville, Illinois. We are right across the street from the Collinsville Middle School. Why are we here? Well, it's about time. Most people say it's about time we're here. We're here for some Lady Kahok softball, and the Lady Kahok softball team coming in at 3-2. They'll be taking on the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, who come in at 2-2. My name is Todd Duke. Chris Kettler will be along in just a moment, and we're glad that you're with us here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon as we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville is where they are located, or you can give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Told you about the records. Kahawks 3-2. Rams are 2-2. Kahawks coached by Jessica Schmittling. She is in her first year. On the other side, the Mount Vernon Rams are coached by Jason Irwin. He is in his third season, and he has a 20-10 record over those 3 years. Well, basically just 1 year, and then whatever this year is, because they also didn't get to compete in 2020. Collinsville comes in averaging 4.8 runs per game, while Mount Vernon comes in averaging 8 runs per game in their 4 games. They have put up a lot of runs. Collinsville, their defense has allowed just 2.8 runs per game on average, while Mount Vernon is allowing almost 6 runs per game on average at 5.7. As we mentioned, no season in 2020, so only 1 year complete for Irwin. He finished 18-8. He and his Lady Rams did in 2019. They played 2 Southwestern Conference teams that year. They lost at Belleville East 7-2, but they won at O'Fallon 5-2. They won a play-in game 12-0 over Richland County at the Breeze Central Regionals that year. Then they beat Breeze Central 2-0 in the regional semifinal game before they ended up losing to Centralia 4-3 in 9 innings in the regional championship game. Kahawks this year, they come flying out of the gates with a 7-1 win in their season opener here versus Columbia. Then they went on the road and won 14-7 at Triad before they lost back-to-back games with Highland. They lost 5-1 at home on Friday and 1-0 at Highland on Monday, but they turned things around, and at Waterloo yesterday, the team won 2-0. Kahawks' lone runs came in the 4th and the 7th. Senior Kendra Butcher, a complete game shutout, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Amber Gassman and Riley Doyle went 2 for 3 at the plate in that contest. As for Mount Vernon, they're coming off a 3-1 win at Carterville, but that was back on Saturday. They won their season opener 12-1 at DuQuoin. Sandwiched in between that, a 13-10 loss to Triad and an 8-7 loss to Crab Orchard High School out of Marion. So see, even when the Rams lose, they're still putting up 17 points in 2 losses. As we bring in Chris Kettler now. Chris, you've had a chance to actually watch this team in person. Tell me your thoughts on the Lady Kahawks softball team of 2021.
Well, they took advantage of every little opportunity they got from Columbia. Their walks, hit batters, and then some big hits, some triples and all that. And then they rolled that into that Triad game right after that with some big runs there. But they must have hit some pretty good pitching there or something against Highland, because Highland pretty much shut them down in those 2 games after that.
Yeah, you talk about the 14-7 win at Triad, and then hear that Triad put up 13 runs against this Rams team that they're getting ready to face. So what does that tell you?
Well, it sounds like from Mount Vernon scores, they give up a lot of runs, but they can bat as well too, and so we'll see if the Chaos can shut them down and rattle the bats themselves and put that pressure on Mount Vernon.
Non-conference action getting ready to come your way as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and Mount Vernon. We'll take our first break here on this Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll go over some of the stats, some of the individual stats from both of these teams, and we'll do that next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees, or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, welcome back to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville as we get you set for this softball game between Collinsville and Mount Vernon. Take a look at a couple of the leaders that we have for you. First, for the Lady Rams, they are being led in batting by Emily Hayes. Emily Hayes batting .571 on the year. She has 2 RBIs and just a double for extra base hits. And the young lady with the best name around, Justice Malone. Love that name. .538 batting average. She has had the most plate appearances at 18. She also has 2 home runs and 4 doubles to her credit. On the other side, Collinsville, they're being led by Riley Doyle's .353. She has had 17 at-bats also, 1 RBI, and 5 base hits to go along with 1 double in her repertoire. Amber Gassman batting .333. She has 5 hits and looking for her first RBI. The RBI leader for Collinsville is Briley Anderson. She's batting .278, but she has a home run, 8 RBIs, and a couple of doubles to her credit as well. And we will fill out the rest of everything as we go along here, and we'll tell you about the starting pitching when we come back as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
And once again, welcome back to the Collinsville Sports Complex. Almost ready for some little softball action going on for you between Collinsville and Mount Vernon. Here are your starting lineups. Again, probably the best name ever in the world of sports. Leading off for Mount Vernon and playing third base is Justice Malone. Batting in the second spot and playing first base is Ashlyn Childers. Pitching today for Mount Vernon and batting third is J.C. Dees. Emily Hayes bats cleanup and plays left field. Told you about her stats. Claire Heinzman bats in the number 5 spot, and plays shortstop. Cadence Morgan plays center field and bats 6, batting 7th. Ashton Morgan and playing right field. Behind the plate will be J.C. Elliott, batting in the 8th spot, and batting in the number 9 spot is Kylie Irwin, and Irwin will play second base. Jessica Schmittling, the new coach for Collinsville, taking over for Brett Swip, who moved over to the head coaching duties of the Kahok baseball team. They're trying for their first win today. They're on the road at Waterloo. Waterloo just picked up their first win yesterday, so it was almost going to be a battle of two teams looking for their first win, but that's not going to happen now that Waterloo won yesterday. So they're trying to win game number 1 after an 0-6 start. Swip, by the way, went 47-54 here for the Lady Kahok softball program in his 3 years. And as far as regional championships, both of these teams have not experienced the luxury of winning a regional championship since 2011. And Collinsville has won 3 regional championships in their history, while Mount Vernon has won 4. These two teams only have one game in the history books as far as I can tell, because we can only go back about 20 years, and that was back on May the 5th of 2017 right here at this very diamond. Kahawks won that game 3-2. Maddie Lautz had a complete game in the pitcher's circle in that contest. She had 9 strikeouts and 1 walk in that 3-2 win. Defensively for Collinsville, as they'll be out in the field first, as you can see, wearing the all-purple jerseys with the white numbers and the words Kahawks written across the front. You have out in left field Kendra Butcher, Amber Gassman's in center field, Jerica Asbeck is in right field, and around the horn from the infield, Brianna Wellen at third base, Riley Doyle at short, Lexi Rafalowski at second base, Riley Simpson is at first base, Mackenzie Young is behind the plate, and she'll be catching Kaylee Reynolds today. Reynolds on the year has 2 games pitched. She started 1. She's 0-1. 5 innings so far in the books for young Miss Reynolds. She's given up 6 runs, only 2 of them earned, so a 2.80 earned run average. She's given up 4 hits, a double, a triple, and a home run, and we are underway with 1 in the dirt to our first batter, Justice Malone, and Malone comes in batting .538 with 2 home runs to her credit. So Reynolds ready with the next delivery, and this one is right down the middle and a called strike, and we'll even the count at 1-1. Beautiful afternoon here. Temperature a little chilly. Temperatures right around 58 or so at game time. But it's a lot better than the snow that we had on Tuesday, I'll tell you that much. That one's outside. And it's 2-1 against Justice Malone. It'll be Malone, Childers, and Dees here. If anyone can get on, Emily Hayes, the cleanup hitter, will have a chance to bat. Lots of sunshine, wall to wall, as a matter of fact. And that one hits the outside corner, and that evens the count at 2-2.
This was an added game of the schedule. You talk about we didn't play Mount Vernon much that last time we played them. Well, the first time, I guess, too. That was an added game, too.
Yep,
so I guess they're not somebody we can't really schedule normally.
There's a swing and a shot right back to where it came from. Right past the left leg of Reynolds and into center field, and Amber Gassman is up with it and throws in to second base. So that's how we get things going with a Justice Malone base hit. Here is Ashlyn Childers. Childers comes in batting an even .500. She is 6 of 12 on the year and swings and misses at the first offering from Kaylee Reynolds. Looks like she took a little off of that one.
Bottom dropped out of that one.
Sure did.
Childers swung right through it.
Infielders looking for the double play ball. Collinsville this year has turned 6 double plays. Reynolds is ready. Pitch and a line drive right to Wellen and over to first, and that is not in time. Just getting the foot back in there was Justice Malone as Ashlyn Childers lines out to third baseman Bree Wellen.
Talking about the double play, that almost happened there.
Almost.
Liner right to Wellen. Speedy Malone gets back, though, diving in.
There is the pitcher, J.C. Dees. Dees on the year, also batting .500. She is 7 of 14. And the first pitch to her, swinging a slow roller down the line, and it's picked up by Wellen, and she can't throw it over to first base in time. Had a hard time getting it out of her glove. And everybody's safe. All the way over to third base is Malone.
Yeah, then nobody covering third, so Malone just kept on going. That was another pitch at the bottom, dropped out, but a long swing by Dees there. Did catch a little piece of it.
Number 10, Emily Hayes.
So Emily Hayes will come up with runners on the corners. And 1 out. And the first pitch to the cleanup batter, swinging a slow roller down the third base side, but that was foul as both Welland and Malone kind of ran into each other over there at third base, and Brianna never really got a clean shot at going to get that ball. Luckily for her, it veered off to the left and went foul.
Luckily for Malone, she stayed in foul territory.
Told you about Hayes early on, 571 on the year. And she steps in, awaits the next from Reynolds. Here it is, and it's a throw down to second base, and a throw back at home on the double steal, and a throw back down to third, and everybody's safe. So a lot of throwing the ball around, but everyone moves up. So runners in scoring position with only one out. Chance for Emily Hayes to do some damage here for Mount Vernon. Reynolds ahead in the count at 2-1. That last pitch was a strike. There's a chance for the shortstop, and the shortstop going to throw home. And this time, Young is going to hold on to the ball. She throws it down there, but already back in there was Malone. So everybody's safe once again as Emily Hayes reaches base on the fielder's choice, and the bases are loaded.
Kahok's doing everything they can to keep Malone from scoring there, but might have created themselves a bit of a jam here. Now the bases are loaded.
Riley Doyle chose to throw home instead of to first, which I'm guessing that the Rams were going to send that runner from third if she would have thrown to first. There's a swing and a miss by Claire Heinzman. Heinzman on the year, just batting 111. One base hit out of 9 at bats. She has the bases loaded right now. And a 1-1 pitch from Reynolds on the way. Swing and a miss. Strikeout sure would be good here. Of course, you can still get the double play. A little 1-2-3. Inning double play would be nice. Reynolds looks into Young, has her sign, brings it home. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Heinzman. First strikeout of the game for Reynolds. And there are 2 away. And so it's going to be up to Cadence Morgan, the center fielder, batting .286 on the year. And with 2 outs, Reynolds is ready to deal to Morgan. Here it is. It gets away from the catcher, Young. The toss home, not going to be in time as it gets past Reynolds. Everybody else moves up a bag. And that's a wild pitch that allowed that run to score. That was way outside.
The Elks were doing everything they could to keep that run from coming in, but it comes in on the wild pitch.
So 1 run home.
Well, the other runners move up, second and third.
And an offering to Cadence Morgan. Swinging a little blooper. That's going to get some more runs home. It falls right down in front of Gassman, then took a weird bounce, but she stayed with it anyway, as both Dees and Hayes come around to score.
It was a gapper just shallow enough. She wasn't going to be able to get to it. Then it sort of veered over to her left, but she was able to glove it, hold it to a single.
The right fielder, number 11, Ashton Morgan.
So 2 more runs home. Runner on at first still. And 2 outs. Pitch. A little high and outside to Ashton Morgan, the right fielder. Ashton is a senior. Cadence is a freshman. Ashton batting .300 on the year. She is the 7th Lady Ram to bat here in this game thus far, and Young springing up, thinking that Morgan was going to go, but Morgan stays put. 3-0 early on here. Top of the first. 2 outs, runner at first base for the Rams. Here's the next to Morgan. Swinging a chance for the second baseman, but playing close to the bag, trying to keep everybody honest over there was the second baseman, Rafalowski, and she had to range all the way over to her right. Never did get there.
Playing more close to the first base side there. Had to veer, cover a lot of space to get to that.
Batting for the Rams, the catcher, number 5, J.C. Elliott.
Here is J.C. Elliott, the catcher, the 8th batter here in this inning. Elliott on the year, batting 182. Couple of RBIs. No extra base hits, all singles. And the Kahawks are in a little first inning trouble here. Here's the first pitch to Elliott. Strike called on the outside corner. Reynolds back in the circle. Looks in for Young. Has the sign and brings it home. It's high and outside. Tell you what, man, my battery's almost dead on my GoPro here. And I only brought one extra battery with me, not two. It's crazy how fast these things get sucked down.
Is that what happened in that baseball game? That battery shut off?
Yeah, well, that's when I only had one battery. Here's the next pitch. Little pop fly. This one's going to be tough as well, and it's going to fall in there to the Bermuda Triangle and just gets past Asbeck over there. And here comes another run coming home, and that runner is out. And that is how the inning comes to a close, but not before the Rams put one more across the plate. And as we go to the bottom half of the first inning, it's Mount Vernon 4 and Collinsville coming to the plate.
8-6.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. That was a strange end to the inning. J.C. Elliott hits a single to right field, and Ashton Morgan comes all the way around to try to score from first base on that single, and the play went 8-6-2 for the throw out at the plate with Mackenzie Young applying the tag. So Elliott gets an RBI single, and the Rams get a fourth run, but not the fifth one.
Ball landed, like you said, in that Bermuda Triangle there, and then was misplayed a little bit, so Mount Vernon stayed aggressive, tried to score that fifth run, and it worked out for the Kahawks to get out of the inning.
So Collinsville will have some work to do here in the bottom of the first. Cannot believe this battery's almost dead. That is just crazy. All right, so Kendra Butcher will lead things off, followed by Riley Simpson and Amber Gassman. Goes Kendra Butcher in left field, leading off. Riley Simpson at first base, batting second. Amber Gassman in center field, batting third. Cleanup hitter is Riley Doyle, playing shortstop. Riley Anderson is the designated player today, and she will be batting instead of the catcher Mackenzie Young as we await the first pitch from J.C. Dees to Kendra Butcher. Outside, Brianna Wellen bats in the sixth spot. She plays third base. Kaylee Reynolds is the pitcher, batting seventh. Jerica Asbeck in right field, batting eighth, and Alexi Rafalowski batting ninth and holding down second base. Next pitch on the way to Butcher is on the outside corner. 1-1 for Dees on the year. She has only made one appearance, and she has not allowed any runs, so zeros across the board except for the appearance part of things. That ball bounces in front of home plate, and it's 2-1. Next pitch from Dees. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. So it looks like I'm going to have to change batteries in between innings if it even lasts that long. Can't even get through one inning. It's crazy.
Well,
I've got a total of 4 batteries now. I guess I'm going to have to bring all 4 of them with me. I thought I only needed 2.
better hope for a short game.
Yeah. And strike
there.
3 called. Butcher down on strikes. And there's 1 away.
Now batting for the Kahawks, the first baseman, number 28, R.J. Simpson.
Simpson comes to the plate. Simpson on the year, batting 200, has 4 RBIs and 1 home run to her credit. Stands in from the left side and looks at a fastball right down the middle. Strike 1. We'll give you the defensive lineup here for Mount Vernon in just a moment. as Dees is ready with another pitch to Simpson. Swinging a high fly ball. Center fielder Morgan is back and makes the catch with her back to home plate. A running catch, or she would have been in trouble. So, Candace Morgan made that catch in center field, flanking her on either side. Emily Hayes in left field, Ashton Morgan in right field. Around the horn, Justice Malone at third base, Claire Heinzman at shortstop, Kylie Irwin at second base, Ashlyn Childers at first, and J.C. Dees is pitching to J.C. Elliott behind the plate. High with the first pitch to
I think Simpson
Amber
saw that
Gassman.
just a little bit too late, just a little bit. She would have not expecting that one right down the middle like that. If she would have been all over that one, she could have
There's a
cranked it.
line shot right to the second baseman, Irwin, and you talk about a quick 1-2-3 inning. That is exactly what happened here. 1-2-3, the Collinsville Kahawks go, and we will head to the second inning with the Rams of Mount Vernon up by a score of 4-0.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Well, I told you I was having some problems. Brianna Wellen comes up with a slow grounder to her at third base, and she takes care of the first batter, which was Kylie Irwin. And Irwin was the only batter that did not get to bat in the first inning.
Back to the top of the order for Mount Vernon. Third
Got the other
baseman,
camera?
number 7,
Yeah, I do, but
Malone.
it's going to take a while to set it all up.
Yep.
See, I'm trying to control it. I have to control the camera with my phone. And there's a screaming shot down the third base line. That's foul.
No, it's fair.
I mean, fair. I meant to say that. I saw the umpire point the right way, but I'm trying to do two things at once. And down at second base is Justice Malone with a double. So she now has a double and a single and a run scored. Come
First
on,
baseman,
man.
number 3,
You know, this thing says my camera is found. Control your camera. I'm trying.
Well, it was a rip down line there.
Sure was. Next batter is Ashlyn Childers. And Childers swings one, and it's high pop fly out to left field. Kendra Butcher is underneath it and has it for out number 1.
Two.
Or 2, sorry. See, I'm trying to do too many things at once.
Helping you out here.
The pitcher, number 4.
And Jace Dees. My God, come on. I don't understand how you can just change a battery and you can't control your camera again. I don't get it. No, it doesn't come on up there.
It says insert cards.
Yeah, I know. It's being temperamental. Of course it is. You know, I had a test run yesterday, and it took me 2 minutes to get it fired back up twice. And then the third time I tried it, it took me 1 minute and 5 seconds. But this one is going to be, yeah, okay. It just keeps on saying that I can't find your camera. On my screen, it says, camera is found. Control your camera. I press the button. And no. Let's just close everything out. How about that? Thankfully, somebody called timeout.
Well, let's see here. Couple pitches in the dirt. The Young and Reynolds are crossed up here a little bit. Mount Vernon took the opportunity to talk themselves, and the umpire went over there to talk to the council coaches.
Swinging a foul ball.
It shows Bunn initially, and then
okay. D's the pitcher, takes one outside.
that one tailed away. It looked good. Might have been low anyway.
Well, look at that. Got my camera back.
There we go.
Only took
Before the comments start rolling in.
yeah, only took
Camera's off.
5 hours.
Camera's off.
Strike called on the inside corner. 2 away. Runner at third base. That is Justice Malone. The batter is J.C. Dees, who reached on an error and scored in that 4-run first inning. Reynolds ready with the full count pitch, and she walked her. First walk given up by Reynolds. Oh, we're off to a flying start here. I guess I've learned my lesson. I'm going to have to bring all my batteries with me. I think I also read that cold weather is an enemy to batteries. Well,
You said it was hot.
it is. It's
cold,
because it's
hot.
sitting in the sunshine.
It's cold, it's hot, it's everything.
Swinging another chance for Wellen over at third base. She gobbles it up, throws in the dirt, and a nice dig over there by the first baseman Simpson, and that's the way the inning comes to a close. Not without a little excitement there at the end, but no runs across this time on one base hit and one runner left on base as we now head to the bottom of the second inning, and the Kahawks find themselves trailing by a score of 4-0.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahawk Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service. Whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, I'm Todd Duke, Chris Kettler alongside as well. And despite our technical difficulties here to start off with, we are very glad that you are with us here on the Kahawk Sports Network as we move now into the bottom of the second inning. And Riley Doyle will lead things off here for Collinsville. Might have to back this thing up a little bit, see if we get it out of the sunshine, if that'll help. There's a ball back to the screen. Whoop. Riley Doyle. 1-2-3 went Collinsville in that first inning. Doyle, as I mentioned earlier, leading batter for Collinsville, batting .353. 1 RBI, a double, and 5 singles to her credit. D's ready, and the next pitch swinging a fly ball out to left field, and Emily Hayes misplayed that one. Rolls all the way to the fence, and Doyle is into second base with a stand-up double to lead off the second inning.
I don't think she saw it.
I don't think she did either.
Took some steps in looking for it, and when she spotted it, it was over her head.
The designated player, number 8.
First base hit of the afternoon for Collinsville, and here is Briley Anderton. Anderton batting .278 on the year, 8 runs batted in. Has a chance to bat in another one here as that one goes high and outside, and a wild pitch will send Doyle over to third base. And the next pitch to Anderton is in the dirt. Nice stop there by J.C. Elliott. Yeah, when I'm using my camera to operate my GoPro, I can't monitor my game, so I would not see the comments anyway. Just so everybody knows. Right down the middle with the next pitch to Anderton. Brianna Wellen waiting on deck. No one out. Runner at third base. Collinsville trailing 4-0 in the bottom of the second. Anderton, the designated player. Swings and skies one down the right field side, but that one's out of play. Bright, sunshiny day, and there was no way that the sun was in the eyes of Emily Hayes out there in left field, because she's probably like one of the only ones on the field that doesn't have to deal with the sun being in her eyes. If you're on the right side of the field, you do. If you're on the left side, you do not.
All the Mount Vernon players on the right side of the field have sunglasses on.
Yeah, they do. Bouncer right back to the pitcher, Dees. Throw over to first base for the first out of the inning, and Doyle stays at third base. One away. That will bring up Brianna Wellen.
Now batting for the Kahawks, third
Wellen on the year, batting
157,
154, one run batted in.
Wellen.
That one run batted in was courtesy of a solo home run. Wellen from the right side has a runner at third base trying to get home. Here's the pitch from Dees. Strike call. That one hit the outside corner. Crazy. Wellen looks at another strike. Oh and 2. Dees ahead in the count. Wellen trying to get Riley Doyle home from third. That one's a little bit too low. Good eye there, considering that you're one strike away from being sent back to the dugout. Kaylee Reynolds waits on deck. Right now it's up to Brianna Wellen. Bree ready for the next from Dees, and that one's outside. Bree and my daughter Addison used to be best friends back in their grade school days when they both went to Renfro. And then Addison ended up going to Holy Cross, and they kind of went their separate ways, but they've been over to our house a few times. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Wellen. And that becomes out number 2, so now it is going to be up to Reynolds to help herself out.
Pitcher, number 18,
Second
Kaylee
strikeout for
Reynolds.
Dees.
Yeah, Dees kept them all low there. Didn't make any mistakes there to Wellen. Made her get herself out swinging.
Inside corner, that one hits for Reynolds. Reynolds on the year, batting .091 right now. A couple of runs batted in, though. Well-placed single will be my guess. And Reynolds is in the hole as well. And the next pitch, swinging a little pop fly right behind the pitcher's mound and into the glove of a Heinzman, the shortstop. And the pop-up is the last out of the bottom of the second inning. We will head to the top of the third. And Mount Vernon still leads your Collinsville Kahawks by a score of 4-0.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Yep. That looks all right.
All right, we're back. We're trying to get this camera out of the sun We have a feeling that the sunshine is draining the battery because the camera is hot to touch. Well, it's warm to touch anyway. Bunt try, and that one's foul.
Got the 5-hitter coming up here showing bunt right away.
Yeah.
Trying to get some runners on here to start the inning for Mount Vernon.
They already have a 4-0 lead. And a strike on the inside corner, so an 0-2 hole is what greets Claire Heinzman. Heinzman was a strikeout victim her first time up. So Reynolds trying to do the feat twice. That's a foul ball. Staying alive is Heinzman, Morgan, and Morgan. Sounds like a law firm. That's who's due up here in the third.
Well, yeah, people complain about the camera being off, but it's nice to see somebody said, thanks for getting it back on.
Yes.
They said thank you for getting it back on.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but this is all a learning lesson. Like I said, I just bought new batteries and figured I'd be okay with 2. Didn't realize I'd need to bring all 4. But this second battery is doing okay so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Heinzman. Reynolds is ready. Here's the pitch. Outside. Reynolds ready with the next. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Beautiful day. It's going to be not so nice tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, and then it's supposed to rain again on Saturday. Then it'll be nice again on Sunday. Next pitch, and a chance for Wellen, and this one goes right past her glove. Down the third baseline, and a long single was all that was. Nice job cutting that off. Getting over there quickly was Kendra Butcher. And Heinzman is on first base with a single.
I think initially Wellen thought it was going to be right in front of her there, and then it veered slightly to her right. Couldn't get the glove over.
There is Cadence Morgan. Morgan, a single and 2 RBIs in her first at bat. She later came around and scored that 4th run, and she tries to bunt, and that's a foul. Trying to bunt Heinzman over is Morgan. So I had the camera leaning right up against the window, and that might have made it a little hot also. Now the window's not too hot. I think it was just the direct sunlight. Love sunny days, but apparently my camera doesn't. Swinging a pop fly. This one's going to be right behind second base, and it's going to fall in for a hit. Moving over to second was Heinzman. Back-to-back base hits to start off this third inning.
Gassman playing a pretty deep center field there. Couldn't get to that one in time.
Already the 7th hit on the afternoon for Mount Vernon to go along with their 4 runs. And another bunt try. This one right in front of the mound, or right in front of the circle, and a throw into the dirt by Reynolds with Rafalowski covering, and it bounced right into her chest, and Rafalowski couldn't hold on to it, and that's going to be an error on the pitcher, and everybody's safe.
Yep, error on the throw there.
The catcher, number 5, J.C. Elliott.
Second error of this game for Collinsville. And for the second time, the Rams have the bases loaded. This time it's going to be up to J.C. Elliott. Elliott looks at one high. Elliott singled in a run her first time up. That is when Ashton Morgan got gunned out at home plate, trying to score run number 5. So Heinzman at third, Morgan at second, Morgan at first. Reynolds looks into Elliott and brings it home. Swinging a line shot right between second and, shortstop and third, and the bases will remain loaded, but Heinzman will come home to score to make it 5-0 in favor of Mount Vernon.
Clean hit there. Batter just saw it through.
Second baseman, number 0, Kylie Irwin.
And still no one out. Here is Kylie Irwin, the number 9 hitter in the Rams lineup. She grounded out to lead off the second inning to Wellen. over at third base. And a throw down to third base, and back in there safely is Cadence Morgan.
They don't make the first out of the inning getting picked off a third. The base is loaded.
Yeah, that would be a good way to go into the doghouse. Number 0 on her back, Kylie Irwin. Waits the next from Reynolds. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball. And Reynolds is ahead in the count. Nobody out, so need some forced outs here. A nice 1-2-3 double play would look nice. Or maybe the old 6-4-3 triple play. Do we dare? Swing, and that's not going to happen as that one gets right past the glove of Rafalowski at second base. And that's going to roll all the way to the wall, and all 3 base runners are going to score. And Kylie Irvin is at third base with a stand-up 3 RBI triple.
Not necessarily one of them hard-hit balls, but it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. Either right through that gap there were between both of the center fielder and the right fielder. 8-0 now, Mount Vernon.
Yeah, Jessica Schmittling is going to go out and talk things over with her infield and her pitcher. And it'll give us a chance to take a quick break as well. And we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Justice Malone will lead things off as Kendra Butcher moves into the pitcher circle, and a swing and another shot right between shortstop and third will bring home the 9th run of this game for Mount Vernon.
Not wasting any time. Butcher, first offering. Malone sees the ball well.
So things aren't going too well here for Collinsville.
Well, no, that's not going to stick.
What are they going to do? What happened?
He said it hit her in the box.
Foul
Hit her
ball.
in the box, foul ball, take away the run.
Put the runner back.
Okay, so a runner at third, and we'll do it all over again.
No, I just wrote the scorebook in pen. So
Me too. I did too.
Got a hit. Get a hit.
I did too. I always use a pen, though. I don't like pencils. I'm a left-hander, so when I write with a pencil, I just smear the lead on. Oh, well, there, you're going to do it anyway. So you don't have to change anything on the scorebook. And now we just add the run back on. So I wish we didn't have to leave that alone on the scorebook, but that's what we have to do as Ashlyn Childers comes up to the bat. Ashlyn has had the dubious distinction for her team to make 2 outs. She's the only one who has not been on base yet for her team, as she lined out to Welland in the first and then flew out to, at that time, Kendra Butcher in right field. By the way, Alexi Rafalowski has moved out to right field, and our designated player, Briley Anderton, has now taken the spot at second base. Still nobody down. Runner at first base, swing and a miss by Childers. Childers is the 7th person to bat here in this inning, as Mount Vernon sent 8 to the plate in the first inning. Next pitch from Butcher, a chance for Welland. She gets it in her glove, throws over to second base, and out. Number 1 is a force out of Justice Malone at second base. Play goes 5-4 on the putout.
Good heads-up play there by Welland in order to still get that out.
14,
At second base, still have plenty of time.
So 1 out, runner at first. Chance to end this with a double play, and it is going to be J.C. Dees, the pitcher. She has reached on an error and scored and walked and was stranded back in the second. Kendra Butcher ready to go back to work. High and inside, but a called strike. Take anything I can get. Top of the third, 9-0 in favor of Mount Vernon. They came in at 2-2. Collinsville came in at 3-2. Butcher swinging a bouncing ball for the shortstop, and Doyle steps on second and over to first for a double play. Nicely done, as that becomes out number 3, and over to D's for out number 3. That's what I was trying to say in the first place. But the inning comes to a close. But now before 5 more runs come across for the Lady Rams of Mount Vernon High School, and the Lady Kahawks have a lot of work to do as we head to the bottom of the third here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, "The usual?" So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Dukes, Chris Kettler along with you, Jerica Asbeck and Alexi Rafalowski. They have not had a chance to bat yet in this game, and they will in this inning, and then it'll be back to the top of the order in Kendra Butcher. And Asbeck looks at a strike, batting 182 on the year is Jerica. A couple of RBIs to her credit. Next pitch, a little low, ball 1. Dees enjoying a 9-0 lead, her and her Rams teammates are. Swinging a foul ball back to the backstop.
Figured Mount Vernon had quite an offense here, 9 runs. I'd like to see the Kahawks still get a chance to rattle the bats.
Yeah, well,
still trying to get through the lineup the first time.
I know. Told you coming in during the pregame show that Mount Vernon averages 8 runs a game. Well, they've already surpassed that here in the first 3 innings.
The Kahawks come through the second time through the lineup. If they see something different going up against this pitcher.
Asbeck awaits the next from Dees. Swinging a base hit between third and short. That seems to be a popular place lately. And Collinsville picks up their second hit of the afternoon. And that'll bring up Alexi Rafalowski,
Lexi.
the second baseman, the number 9 hitter in the order, and Rafalowski looking for her first base hit of the year. Bats from the left side. And looks at one outside. Sneaking in on the corners they are here. Expecting the bunt. D's ready with the next. That's almost in the same spot, but this time it's called a strike. Rafalowski digs back in from the left side. Here's the next from D's, and that one's high and outside. Snap throw down to first base, and back in there in time is Jerica Asbeck. Two and one the count. D's rocks and pitches. Strike called again. Umpire seems to be liking that outside corner. 2-2 the count now.
Been pretty consistent with it and on both sides of the plate.
Has. Swinging a fly ball down the first base line, and that one is off of the glove of the outfielder Morgan, but she was in foul territory when that happened. That ball started off in fair territory, but kept tailing away.
I'm going to tell it away so much, she might have been able to get to it there and make the catch.
Well, that gives more life to Rafalowski. Again, looking for her first hit of the year. She has new life, and a 2-2 pitch from Dees is on the way. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout on the afternoon for Dees. First out of the inning. And back to the top of the order for Kendra Butcher, who got caught looking at a third strike in her first at bat. Butcher looking for something to drive. Here's the pitch. Outside and low. You believe this battery's already halfway spent? These batteries are supposed to last 2 to 2.5 hours. Pitch outside.
Must be all of them combined.
Yeah, right. Half hour each. Well, learned my lesson. I'll bring all 4 batteries with me from here on out. I might have brought a third one. Swinging a high fly ball. Center fielder Morgan is underneath it, and she has it for out number 2. That was a major league pop-up there.
Yeah, just got way under that one.
2 away.
Now batting for the Kahawks, the first baseman, number 28, R.J. Simpson.
R.J. Simpson flew out to the center fielder, Cadence Morgan, her first time up. Runner on at first, 2 down. Collinsville in need of some runs. All starts with the first one. And an outside pitch to Riley Simpson. Dees ready with another. Outside.
Simpson got a good look at it. Her first bat up there, just flew it right out to the deepest part of the park there in center field.
Here comes the 2-0. High, 3-0. We'll take the walk. Got to have base runners to start whittling yourself back into this game.
I guess it's still early. The Kahawks are just getting their second plate appearances this time through. We got another battery.
I do have another battery.
Did
bring 3. How about that?
Don't yell at us if the camera goes out for...
Well, hopefully it'll be another hour. Pitch. Swinging a long fly ball. That one's got gap written all over it. It's up against the wall. And on her way to third base is going to be Asbeck. She'll be stopped there on a stand-up double by Riley Simpson.
There you go. That time she laid off of it, just a little bit longer and found that gap.
17, Amber Gassman.
Amber Gassman will be the next batter for Collinsville, but not before Coach Irwin wants to gather his infield and talk about how to play this with runners at the corners and 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning in a 9-0 Mount Vernon lead.
Interesting to go out there and talk with such a big lead, but
Pete Hoffman on the organ, everyone. Charge. Nobody else going to say it. I will. Collinsville's got a bunch of fans over here down the 3rd baseline, and there's probably about 8 or 9 that made the trip from Mount Vernon.
yeah, that's a tough one to make.
Yeah, it is.
That's about an hour away. Middle of the day like this.
Slow roller to the pitcher's circle, and Dees is up over and OUT. So Collinsville strands 2 runners as we head now to the top of the 4th inning, and it's still a 9-0 lead by the Mount Vernon Lady Rams. And we're back with the 4th inning, top of the 4th in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Top of the 4th has rolled right along. And Mount Vernon and their 9-0 lead will head back out on the offense. It'll be Emily Hayes, Claire Heinzman, and if anyone could go on, Cadence Morgan will have a chance to bat here for Mount Vernon. Primary colors are orange and black. They're in their black uniforms, got a little orange trim, and swinging a foul ball back to the backstop. And they have their school's initials, at least the first part, MV. Black on the fronts of their jerseys, trimmed in orange. Not much of a wind to speak of. It is coming in straight from center field, but the flag out there in center field barely moving. And a base hit right past first and second. And on at first base is Emily Hayes, her 2nd time running the bases today. She reached on a fielder's choice and came around to score in the first before grounding out in the second. And that'll bring up Claire Heinzman.
Number 4, Claire Heinzman.
So, Mount Vernon has had base runners on in every inning, and they start off that way here. Here is Heinzman, who has struck out and singled. That was a nice play, and over to first base. The throw goes, but she was already down to second, was Hayes. As Heinzman is out, 3 unassisted for out number 1. And down to second base the runner goes, and we have a runner at second and 1 out.
Center fielder number 15, Cadence Morgan.
Here's Cadence Morgan. Morgan has scored 2 runs, a couple base hits, and 2 RBIs. She has a runner on, and that one's going to be right past that runner at second base, and then right through the legs of Amber Gassman in center field. That's going to roll all the way to the warning track. And on third base, running around, coming home. Here's the throw, but it comes out of the glove of Young, and therefore everyone is safe. Kind of a inside the park home run there for Morgan, but she's not going to get credited with one because that's going to be a Amber Gassman error out in center field.
Initially gets the hit, but then
gets the hit and the RBI,
and everything after, and the RBI and everything after that follows the error.
Right fielder number 11, Ashton Morgan.
So that will bring up Ashton Morgan, who has reached on an error herself. Plus, she has a base hit. And 2 more runs come across here for Mount Vernon. And a swing and a chance for the shortstop, Doyle. She's up with it, and a throw over to first base in time for out number 2. And that'll bring up J.C. Elliott, the catcher. She is singled. And each time she did, she singled in the first and singled in the third and drove home a run both times, came around to score in the third. 11-0. And the first one to Elliott is a foul ball back in front of the Collinsville dugout. Well, Kahawks, if they don't start making some damage here in the offensive side of things, are going to have this game end in 5 innings.
Yeah, they're looking at needing at least 2 over the next 2 innings, and if Mount Vernon doesn't even score, this Cats really going to need to rattle the bats.
They are. Next pitch, and that one's a little high to Jace Elliott, the catcher. J.C. Elliott, J-A-C-I.
Zach Roseman said the baseball team is up in the 4th, 3-2.
Nice. Fly ball, is it going to stay in play? No, it's not. It's going to be right behind the Mount Vernon cheering section. Yeah, I would venture to say that if the baseball team wins and the softball team loses, that I'm not going to be asked to come back to either place anymore. Because I've done 4 baseball games already, and they've lost all 4. This is my first softball game, and we're losing 11-0. Everybody's going to be like, Todd's not invited back. 11-0 here in the 4th. Kendra Butcher, by the way, pitched a complete game, 7-inning shutout yesterday at Waterloo. And I'm pretty sure she pitched the game before that, too, correct? 9 innings.
9 innings against Highland, yeah. It
Yeah.
was 1-0. So I was trying to get Reynolds the start here today.
Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Elliott. And that's the first strikeout for Kendra Butcher to go along with the one that Reynolds had earlier. The inning comes to a close, but not before 2 more runs come across on a couple more base hits and another error. And we go now to the bottom half of the 4th inning, and Collinsville with a lot of work to do. They trail by a score of 11-0.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
It'll be the middle of the order here for Collinsville in the bottom of the 4th inning. Riley Doyle, Briley Anderton, Brianna Wellen. Kaylee Reynolds can have a chance to bat if any one of those can get on. And we need them to, because Collinsville needs at least 2 runs to keep from having that mercy rule go into effect. And if it doesn't change, that's exactly what's going to happen. Here's Riley Doyle, who doubled her first time up but was stranded at third.
Yeah, she had that leadoff double, and then the next 3 batters got out, stranding her there.
Foul ball on the first pitch. Well, I got the day off tomorrow. We were supposed to have a football game at home, but, yeah, that didn't happen, so no football. Football season is over for Collinsville. And nothing on the books for Saturday, and I'll be back in action on Monday. So will you. You'll be here, and I'll be at baseball.
Oh, you ain't coming to the soccer on Monday?
Saturday, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that because that's a makeup game. I am doing soccer.
Oh, you are doing it. Okay.
I am doing soccer on Saturday.
Our snow out game?
Yeah, if that wouldn't have happened, I would have had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday completely off. Next pitch to Doyle, swinging a high fly ball. That sends back Hayes.
It's gone.
Back, and that's gone. Solo home run by Riley Doyle has put Collinsville on the board. They got one back, but they need a lot more. Boy, it's a real shame that Amber Gassman or somebody couldn't have got on base in that last inning before Doyle did that.
She got all that one there. Just
sure did.
Kept carrying out. Left fielder saw it all the way. Kept going back. It's like she can run out of room.
So Collinsville is on the board here in the bottom of the fourth, 11-1.
Second baseman, number 8.
That'll bring up Briley Anderton. Anderton started the game off as the designated player, but was inserted into second base after Reynolds was taken out of the pitcher's circle. And for Anderson, she grounded out to the pitcher her one and only time up. Here's the pitch. Strike called right across the plate. (11-1). Mount Vernon has the lead. The next pitch to Anderton. Swing and a miss. And an 0-2 hole. Quickly is Briley Anderton. Next one. Swinging a high fly ball on the run is Morgan. And there is out number 1 of the inning.
Anderton really had to reach down low to get that one. That didn't really have too far to go.
Number 27, Bree Wellen.
Here is Bree Wellen, third baseman, strikeout victim her first time up. Just a simple little base hit. We need base runners because we're trailing by 10. Need a lot of base runners. High and outside on that pitch by Dees. Dees has gone through 3 innings and has given up just 3 base hits. Struck out 3. And she has uncorked 1 wild pitch. That allowed Riley Doyle to go over to third base after that leadoff double in the second. But she was stranded right there. 1-1 the count to Wellen. Here's the pitch. Outside. Two and 1 the count to Brianna Wellen. Here's the next. Swinging a foul ball. That'll even things out at 2-2.
Hit your car.
It did. Well, I park as far away as I can. If it hits my car, it's going to be on a roll. Or a bounce. I don't even think it would bounce that far. Next to Wellen. Oh, off-speed pitch by Dees, and Brianna Wellen's knees just froze.
That was a mean-looking pitch there.
It was.
Well, I'll have Bardwell come in here and bat for Reynolds.
Have your attention, please. Now batting for the Kahawks, number 21, Katie Bardwell.
Katie Bardwell. Loved her work ethic on the basketball court earlier this year. And here she is playing some softball on the varsity side, looking for her first hit. No JV game today, so they had plenty of players to choose from, that's for sure. Next pitch, our first pitch to Bardwell is outside. Ball 1. The freshman digs back in from the right side. Dees. Ready to pitch. Here it is. Stays a little high. And the next. High.
Yep, said this was a game that was added back on Sunday or Monday or sometime, and I guess they couldn't organize a JV game either.
Yeah, happens sometimes. Ahead in the count is Bardwell, 3-0. Don't swing unless it's over the plate. That one is over the plate. She was probably told not to swing anyway. Taking all the way on 3-0. Like I said, got to have base runners, so you'll take them any way you can get them. 3-1 the count to Katie Bardwell. Next pitch. Swinging a pop fly on the infield. Backing up is Irwin, and she can't get there.
She got all turned around, mixed up, and then lost the ball. She had it in it initially, but then just got lost. So So hit for Bardwell.
Hit for Bardwell, her first one of the year, and the 5th hit of the game for Collinsville, and that'll bring up Jerica Asbeck. Asbeck got a hit in the 3rd inning. Matter of fact, she led off and made it all the way over to 3rd and was stranded. Solo home run here in this inning by Riley Doyle has been the only run so far for Collinsville, as that one is hit back to the backstop screen. Bottom of the 4th. 2 outs, runner on at first base. Collinsville trailing by 10. Dees ready with the next. It skips in the dirt and off of the shin of Elliott. And down to second base goes Bardwell. What'd you call that one, a pass ball or a wild pitch?
It's a wild pitch because it bounced over there in front of the,
I already wrote it down. I was just
plate.
making sure you knew what you were doing over there. Swinging a chance
I
for
don't know what I'm doing.
D's, I know sometimes. Underhands over to the first baseman Childers, and that is the way that this inning comes to a close. And in the inning, 2 base hits, but 1 big one. Riley Doyle with the solo home run gives Collinsville their first run of this game, and we head to the 5th inning. Collinsville trailing by 10 runs, and they need to keep it right there if they want to have a chance to come back and win this game, and we'll tell you all about it right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke is my name. On the other microphone is Chris Kettler. And it is 11-1 here in the top of the 5th. Collinsville trails by 10. And looks like we have Riley Melvin, who is going to come on to bat for Kylie Irwin. Swing and a miss.
Pinch hitter, I guess.
Pinch hitter. Melvin awaits the next from Kendra Butcher. Melvin doesn't have any stats, so I'm guessing this is maybe her first at bat on the varsity side here for the Rams. Melvin from the left side. Butcher with an 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. And Melvin came off the bench and didn't swing at a pitch. 1 away.
Third baseman number 7, Justice Malone.
Back to the top of the order, and Justice Malone. Malone has had herself a day. 3 base hits, a run scored, and an RBI. Malone bats from the right side, and Butcher pitches right down the middle. Cardinals are off today after dropping 2 out of 3 in Washington, D.C. Back home tomorrow. Blues are back in action finally. How about that? Swing and a off-speed pitch, and tell you what, Malone was totally fooled on that one. Blues playing Colorado tonight. They had to get used to that. They'll be playing Colorado for a while.
Next 3.
Butcher delivers. Swinging a foul ball. Stays in the park.
Off the tarp?
Off the new tarp, correct? Is it a new tarp?
Yeah, I was told they got it last year, but we never got to use it or nothing.
Yeah. No one got to use anything that they bought for last year's season. Because I bought this GoPro right at the beginning of March, getting ready for baseball and softball season, and didn't get to use it. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Malone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Butcher. She now has 3 since she came in for Kylie Reynolds.
3 in a row now.
Yep.
That's 3 batters going back to the 4th.
That'll bring up Ashlyn Childers. Childers has been the only Ram that has not really enjoyed any kind of fun today. She has been up to the plate 3 times, and all 3 times she has been out. Pitch inside. Last time she was up, she hit into the 6-3 double play. Childers hit the ball to, Dees. Somebody hit the ball, and Doyle stepped on the bag. That ball is the slowest, lowest bunt I have ever seen in my life.
It was like, no, an excuse me swing. She just barely put the bat out there, and it ended up hitting her bat.
2-3 on the putout, and that was the first time that Mount Vernon has gone 1-2-3 in this game. So it's up to Collinsville now. They have got to score at least 1 run here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Collinsville trails by 10. So like I said, they need 1 run to keep this game going. We'll find out if they get it or not when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bottom of the 5th inning. It's the bottom of the order. Alexia Rafalowski, and then back to the top, Kendra Butcher and Riley Simpson. Someone needs to get on, and someone needs to come across the plate, or this game will be over after this half inning. And for Rafalowski, her only plate appearance back in the 3rd resulted in a strikeout. One of 3 strikeouts on the afternoon for JC Dees, and she's ready with the next swing, and a chance for the second baseman right into Irwin's glove and over to first for out number 1. And Collinsville now down to their final 2 outs to get something across the plate here.
Yep, and you got to get 1 here in the 5th, or we'll be done with the 10-run rule.
Yes, we will. And I got to tell you, I was not expecting this when I woke up this morning thinking I got my first Kahok softball game. Here is Kendra Butcher, the leadoff batter for Collinsville, 0 for 2 on the afternoon, a strikeout and a pop-out. Sent one deep to center fielder last time up, just got underneath it. And Butcher trying to get on here. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Dees looks at her wristband. Apparently that tells her what pitch to pitch, and here it is. A little off-speed delivery, stays high and outside.
Yeah, they got a coach that hollers out some series of numbers here, and then pitcher and catcher look at what that means and go from there.
That has been done, and here's the next pitch outside. Got to have a base runner to have a chance. Either that or you have to rely on the long ball to get you that 1 run. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Kendra Butcher with Riley Simpson waiting on deck. Here's the next from Dees. Swinging a foul ball. That was right in front of Simpson in that on-deck circle.
Good job, Dusty.
Full count now to Kendra Butcher. Dees looks at her wristband, has it, brings it. Swinging another chance for the second baseman. Irwin up with it and 2 outs. Back-to-back putouts by Kylie Irwin over at second base, and it's up to Riley Simpson.
Now batting for the Kahawks, the first baseman, number 28,
Riley
R.J.
doubled her last time
Simpson.
up, flew out to deep center field in her first at bat. And it's up to the Kahawk first baseman to keep this game going. Amber Gassman waits on deck just in case.
She's seen the ball well, or two at bats. So you can't just crank one out here and get that second run.
A little high, ball one. Dees. She's ready to go. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Dees is ready. Simpson's ready. And the pitch is low and outside. Ball 2-1. JCD's ready with the next. Swinging a high fly ball. That one's got a little movement on it, and unable to get to it was Morgan diving out there in center field, and all the way to third base is going to be Simpson, and the tying run is just 60 feet away. Not tying run. The one run that the Kahawks need to keep the game going is just 60 feet away.
Another great at bat by Simpson. This time drove that to left center. Center fielder had to lay out for that one. She couldn't come up with it.
So the Kahawks have that run over at third base. And 2 outs in the inning. And it's going to be up to Amber Gassman to get the run home to keep this game going. I'm gonna have to change batteries after this half inning again, believe it or not.
Oh, Kahawks need to get this run in.
Little conversation in the pitcher circle is over.
Center fielder, number 17, Amber Gassman.
Amber has lined out and grounded out. Line out was a sharp line drive to Kylie Irwin at second base, and then a ground out back to Dees in the pitcher circle. So right now it's up to Amber Gassman. Gassman looks at one high, ball one.
Kahawks wouldn't mind one that gets away from the catcher here. And pitch
any way you can get the run home, they'll take it. Dees ready with another for Gassman. Here it is, swinging a fly ball. That one's going to be in foul territory, and it is a fair ball, really? Oh, wow.
Fair ball. She's going to get all the way to third.
Well, so the run comes home. Wow. I am kind of shocked, to tell you the truth, that they called that one a fair ball from where I'm standing, and I'm on the first base side. That looked foul to me, but you know what? We'll take it.
Line out there really ain't painted. Pretty much faded away, so could have just been a guess.
So the Kahawks get that all-important run home, and the game continues. And a runner stays at third base. Back-to-back triples here by Collinsville. That'll bring up Riley Doyle, who hit one over the fence last time she was up. If she can do that again, we could draw a little closer.
Doyle with that home run last inning.
Next pitch, swinging a high fly ball. Coming in on it is Ashton Morgan, and she's underneath it and has it for the out, but Collinsville gets the one run that they need as we go now to the top of the 6th inning. And the Kahawks, well, they scored the one run they got, and they need it. And they trail by a score of 11-2 as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. And we're back with that 6th inning in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 855-9007, and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, we've made it to the top of the 6th inning, and I had to change batteries, so we're trying to get this camera hooked back up. Well, I can't believe this almost isn't worth spending $400 for a camera, is it?
It's all good when it works right.
Yeah, well, you know, if you could just switch batteries out without having to reconnect your camera to your phone, that would be great, but it keeps on telling me I'm having trouble, so we're going to close that down, and we'll see what we can get going on here.
Okay, let's get that run in the bottom of the 5th to keep this game alive. 11-2. But Butcher's down here 3-0 to the first batter of Mount Vernon.
Next pitch and a foul back to the screen.
Swinging on 3-0 was Dees.
And this is J.C. Dees, who has reached on an error, walked, and grounded out. Butcher?
It was on for a second.
Ready? Yeah, that's just because I pressed the button. I'm trying to press the button to make sure my camera and my phone know that, we are still doing this thing here. Foul ball to Dees. Keeps on saying I can't connect to it. I don't get it. I just don't understand. Camera's sitting in the same place. That's a foul ball down the first baseline. The camera's sitting in the same place. The phone's sitting in the same place. The computer's sitting in the same place. And all I did was change batteries. And I can't reconnect my phone to my camera. So, isn't this fun? Next pitch. Inside, and Dees takes a walk. First walk issued by Butcher. Reynolds
Left fielder number 10,
issued a walk while she was in there as well.
Yeah, not many walks today. I don't think the Cahoks have taken one. No hit batters or walks. Got to earn it today.
Very true. Up to the plate is Emily Hayes. Hayes has scored twice, been on base twice, and grounded out once. That's on the inside portion of the plate. That's a called strike. I just don't get it. It's maddening. Should not be that hard to connect a camera that you've already been connected to twice in the same day. Butcher's ready with an X, swinging a chance for Welland, but a weird hop, and Doyle gets it behind her, but the throw was not in time. And Dees is at second base, while Hayes is at first.
I took a real weird bounce in front of Welland there. Nothing she could do with that one.
Nope. So runners at first and second, no one out. And I'm about sick of this stupid camera not hooking back up. I really am. I just don't understand why. Now it says it's not even found my camera. I know that it worked because when I press the button, the camera comes on to tell me that the battery is working. Swing and a miss there by the batter, Claire Heinzman. Heinzman is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Single and a run scored in the third. Besides that, a strikeout and a ground out.
One off the plate there. Heinzman not going after that one.
Man, I'm swinging a foul ball out of play. As you can tell, I'm getting kind of upset. You know, spend all this money to get a camera that shows the entire field instead of cutting off left field and right field and third base and part of shortstop. And, you know, I thought I had this problem licked by buying some new batteries, but apparently that's not going to be working very much either. There's a shot down the third baseline, but that's foul also.
Heinzman staying alive, fouling them off. Each side of the field.
Butcher back in the circle. And another pitch to Heinzman coming up. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Heinzman. One out in the inning. Fourth strikeout for Kendra Butcher. And that'll bring up Cadence Morgan, the center fielder who has been on base all 3 times. 2 singles, actually 3 singles. 2 runs batted in and 3 runs scored. Come on. You know, the bad thing is my phone's not even recognizing that the camera is even here. It says camera not found.
Wire good enough?
That's just hooking up to my laptop so everybody can see.
Oh, it's like a Bluetooth.
That's my HDMI port. But the camera, you know, gives off a signal.
Right.
And my phone is supposed to be able to pick it up with the app. But so far it's saying that the camera's not found. Next pitch, swinging a slow roller down the third base side, but foul.
Just barely foul.
It was. Hey, what do you know?
There we are.
It only took, like, what, how many tries? Man, oh, man. That is just crazy.
This will be infield fly.
And 2 outs.
Popped up to short. Doyle does make the catch anyway.
So 2 outs. Runners have to stay put.
Now batting for the Rams, the right fielder, number 11.
And here is Ashton Morgan, the right fielder. She has singled and reached on an error, scored a run, grounded out in her last at bat. Took that long to get back on. Well, at least my battery's full.
So hopefully we can make it through the game.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm on my 3rd battery already. This game started at 4:30, and it's just now 6 o'clock. 2 batteries in an hour and a half. I think GoPro needs to make a battery that lasts longer. Either that or they need to let me have it hooked up to electricity. There's one that's off of the glove of Mackenzie Young, and everybody moves up on a passed ball. So now runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. And the next delivery to Morgan is a called strike. Well, the Kahawks trail by 9, and they need to keep it that way, or else they'll be faced with having to score another run in the bottom of the 6th to keep it alive. Butcher's next, swinging a foul ball. Two and two. Next pitch from Butcher to Ashton Morgan. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Inning comes to a close. No runs. 1 base hit. No errors. And 2 runners left on base. We now head to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and Collinsville with a lot of work to do. And we'll be back to tell you all about the bottom of the 6th in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Middle of the order here for Collinsville, Briley Anderton, Brianna Wellen, and Katie Bardwell. As Collinsville trails by 9 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the first pitch is right down the pipes to Briley Anderton, and Anderton is 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about getting a short game now. At least go through the full 7.
There's a base hit right up the middle, right past the pitcher, Dees, and then the diving second baseman, Irwin, couldn't come up with it. And Anderton is on with a base hit.
The third baseman, number 27, Bree Wellen.
There is Brianna Wellen. 7th base hit on the afternoon for the Kahawks. And Brianna's wearing the collar. Struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Pitch. Swing and a miss at a high, hard one. As Bardwell steps back into the on-deck circle. Awaiting her second at bat. Dees looks at her wristband, has the pitch that she wants, and brings it. Excuse me. That one bounces in front of the plate, and Elliott didn't know where it went after that. And that allows Anderton to go down to second base on a wild pitch. Third wild pitch uncorked by Dees this afternoon. And it's a 2-1 count to Wellen. Next one. Ooh. I don't know where that one was, but
good looking pitch.
Yeah. Dees with the next to Wellen. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's going to be out of play.
Umpire said, catcher, take your pick of which ball you want to use. I had 2 of them here.
Looks like the JV girls are over there working out at least, huh? Next pitch to Wellen. Ooh. That was a little maybe too close to take. But she got away with it. Dees with a runner at second. No one out. Pitches to Wellen, and that's high and outside, and we have runners on first and second. Only the first walk given up this afternoon by Dees.
Yeah, Jinkster was talking about I didn't think Collins had received a walk yet. And
that happens sometimes. We have a timeout as Mount Vernon wants to talk things over for a bit, so we'll step aside as well, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks.
The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Katie Bardwell steps into the plate. She'll face a new pitcher, and that'll be Claire Heinzman. Heinzman moves from short to the pitcher circle, and J.C. Dees moves from the pitcher circle to the shortstop area, and the first pitch is a fly ball out to Emily Hayes in left field, and one pitch and a one out.
Saw one she liked there right away, and just a little farther, might have got out of that park, could have had a 3-run home run.
Runners on first and second, one out, and that will bring up Katie Bardwell. And a swing and a miss. That's Asbeck, sorry. Bardwell just flew out. Asbeck singled and grounded out back to the pitcher. Courtesy runner over at first base is Emma Houghton. So Houghton's at first, and Anderson's at second. One out, and the next pitch, and a swing and a fly ball. This one's in foul territory. No one's going to get there. Giving chase was Morgan over there in right field, but that was hit a little bit too shallow, and Asbeck stays alive. Alexi Rafalowski waits on deck. Number 9 hitter in the Kahawks order. Next pitch from Heinzman. Bounces right in front of the plate. 2-2 the count. One out. Runners on first and second for Collinsville. Kahawks trail by 9. Bottom of the 6th. Heinzman ready. She does a little wiggle jiggle out there before she pitches, doesn't she?
Has a lot of movement going on.
Yeah, she does.
Even when she's not pitching, rocking back and forth, moving her arms through it. Yeah, it does that move there.
Yeah. And the bases are loaded. So they brought in Heinzman because of the walk to Wellen.
Lexi Rafalowski.
And so Asbeck over at first, pinch runner Houghton over at second, and Anderton over at third, and it's a chance for Alexia Rafalowski to pick up her first hit of the year. She could do it with the bases loaded. She would also pick up her first RBI or RBIs of the year. So far here in this game, though, Rafalowski has singled and grounded out. Or, excuse me, struck out and grounded out. And a foul ball back to the screen. Everybody has to stay put. Kendra Butcher waits on deck in the hopes that Rafalowski can keep this inning moving. Here's the next pitch. Strike called. That was a little outside for my liking. But I'm a lefty. I would have taken it down the third baseline. That's what I did when I played softball. Everybody was like, shift, move over, there's a lefty up, and I just poked it over the third baseman's head. Swinging a slow roller back to Heinzman. She'll throw to a home plate for one, and that's the only one they'll get. So we'll force out at home. 1-2 on the put out for out number 2. And Rafalowski reaches on the fielder's choice. So Wellen is on at third, Asbeck at second, and Rafalowski is at first base, and Kendra Butcher looks at one high. Kendra 0 for 3 on the afternoon, a strikeout, a pop-up, and a ground out.
I'd like to see her come through here. And
she's hit the ball hard the 2 times she did put contact on it.
Not only will it score some runs, but it'll bring up Simpson, who's seen the ball well today.
Well, that one's not going to do it. Pop up in the infield, and the third baseman, Justice Malone, has it for out number 3, and that is the way that the 6th inning comes to a close. Collinsville strands the bases loaded. We head now to the top of the 7th inning, and Mount Vernon still holding on to their 9-run lead. And we'll be back to tell you all about the 7th inning after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
The catcher, number 5, J.C. Elliott.
J.C. Elliott, the catcher, will lead things off here for Mount Vernon in the top of the 7th inning. Lady Rams enjoying a 9-run lead, and the first pitch is a slow roller to Brianna Wellen at third. Throw over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Butcher done a good job here since coming in.
Yeah, she has. Here comes, is this back to Melvin? Nope, back to Kylie Irwin. Melvin came on a little while ago and struck out. Back to Irwin, swing and a miss. And then back to the top of the order, and Justice Malone. Irwin, she had 2 plate appearances before she was hit for in the last half inning. Grounded out, and a triple and a run scored. Back in the 3rd. 4 runs in the 1st for Mount Vernon, 5 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. That gives them their 11 runs. Collinsville back-to-back 1-run innings in the 4th and the 5th. Had a chance in the 6th with the bases loaded, but couldn't do anything with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. To Kylie Irwin. Butcher ready. Outside. 2-2. Butcher ready with another one. Here it is. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Doyle gobbles it up, throws over to first base, and dug out nicely over there by Riley Simpson. 6-3 on the putout, but a nice play on the other end of that because Riley Doyle had some mustard behind that throw, and it hit the dirt, but Simpson was there with the nice scoop. Here is Justice Malone, who started this game off with a single and a run scored. She doubled in the 2nd and was stranded, and singled in the 3rd, knocked in a run, and struck out in her last at-bat. This is the 5th at-bat for Malone in this game.
Yeah, she had 3 in the first 3 innings.
Butcher ready with another, and here it is. Off-speed pitch, nice pitch.
There you go. Same as last time. Their last one just came in a bit too far. Now she finds her spot.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And the next pitch, swinging a foul right in front of the Kahawks dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Collinsville wants to get out of this inning and come up and have a 10-run bottom of the 7th. How about that?
That'd be amazing.
It would be, wouldn't it? And I don't really think my battery would last through a 10-run inning.
It could be quick.
It could be. Back-to-back grand slams and then a couple more runs, sure. Why not? 2-2 the count. to Justice Malone. Almost sounds like a gangster from back in the 40s, doesn't it? Justice Malone. Or an old gumshoe PI. Justice Malone, private investigator. Kendra Butcher looks into Malone. Full count. And here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Justice Malone goes down for the second straight time on strikeouts, this time looking. And the 5th strikeout since being inserted into the game for Kendra Butcher, and only the second time here in this game that Mount Vernon has gone down 1, 2, 3. Well, we need a lot of runs, and we only have 3 more outs in which to get them as Collinsville comes to the plate in their half of the 7th inning, trailing by a score of 11-2.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
It's the heart of the order here for Collinsville in the bottom of the 7th inning, and it'll be Riley Simpson to lead things off. It'll be Simpson, Gassman, and Doyle if anyone can get on. Briley Anderton. And O'Reilly Simpson tripled and scored her last time up, doubled in the inning before that, and is officially 2 of 3 this afternoon. Next pitch, swinging a foul ball. This one's going to go out of play, beside the fact that Malone's giving it chase.
Just the batter to get it started here for the Kahoks.
Simpson digs in from the left side. As always, got to have base runners to have a chance. Next pitch from Heinzman. A little high and tight. 2-1 the count. Heinzman ready with another for Simpson. That's high. Mount Vernon after this, by the way, they don't play again until Monday when they play at home against Salem. Collinsville also doesn't play again until Monday. And they will be here facing the Mater Dei Knights, and that game we'll have for you on Facebook, right, Mr. Kettler?
Definitely.
Okay.
As long as I don't forget my tablet before I go to work.
Simpson coaxes a walk.
But I won't. But I'll stop my phone. So, yes, definitely.
Kahok's the center fielder, number 17, Amber Gassman.
So, another walk issued. First one issued by Heinzman. Dees issued one, and that was in the last half inning. And here is Amber Gassman with a chance. And Gassman ropes one right in between first and second, and Collinsville has the first 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 7th.
This is how a 10-run inning has to start.
That's exactly right.
Well, we could take 9 because that would tie it.
We sure would.
We'll hold out for the 10.
Shortstop, number 23,
Here is Riley Doyle, who already has a home run here in this game, a solo shot back in the 4th inning. Besides that, Doyle also has a double, and she flew out in her last at bat to the the right fielder Morgan, and she's going to try Morgan again, but that one's going to fall foul. Got to straighten it out and put a little bit more juice behind it, and then we'll be in action here. Briley Anderton waits on deck, but right now it's Riley Doyle. Simpson at second, Gassman at first. Collinsville trailing by 9, looking to make some noise here in the last inning, or what could be the last inning. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, bounces in front of the batter's box, actually. Runners at first and second, no one out. Heinzman's next pitch on the way, swinging a chance for the shortstop. She gloves, underhands to third for 1, and that's the only one they'll get. So 6-5 on the putout. And Doyle reaches on the fielder's choice.
Baseman, number 8, Briley Anderton.
And here is Briley Anderton coming to the plate with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Mount Vernon looking for a game-ending double play. Collinsville trying to keep things going here. Pitch. Strike called. Anderton on the day is... Well, I didn't write down what she did in her leadoff plate appearance in the 6th. What do you got down there?
She grounded out back to the pitcher.
Oh, there's a shot to center field, and that one's going to bounce right in front of Cadence Morgan. 1 run comes home to score, and Collinsville will have runners at first and third.
Army Ice signal there. Got to start somewhere with this comeback.
You sure do.
Baseman, number 27, Bree Wellen.
There is Brianna Wellen. She's having a rough day at the plate, but she can change that with 1 swing of the bat here. Bree has struck out twice and walked once. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Collinsville got 1 run home here in this inning. They need a lot more. Heinsman looks, does her little thing, and then pitches, swinging a shot right off of the face mask of the catcher, J.C. Elliott. And she's a little woozy.
Oh, she is. She's seen stars or something.
Yes, she is. She's probably going to have to come out of this. She's going to have to come out of the game because that's what you call concussion protocol.
Yeah. I believe her trainer is here. She was.
So we have a injury timeout on the field, so we will step aside here for just a moment, and we're probably going to have a new catcher when we come back, but we'll for sure update you when that happens right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family-owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and... Well, we'll owe Old Herald Brewery a commercial. We had to come out in the middle of that one as the new catcher is Kylie Irwin. She comes in from second base. The first baseman, Ashley Childress, moves from first base to second base, and off the bench is Courtney Owens, and she is now playing first base. And a swing and a miss by Wellen. And she is in a 1-2 hole. So I hate to see that happen to J.C. Elliott. The catcher took one right off the mask, and it knocked her for a loop. Off-speed pitch stays high. That one looked like it stuck in the hand of Heinsman. So 1 out. Runners on first and third. Collinsville with a run home here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 11-3. But the Kahawks need a lot more. Here's the pitch to Wellen, and that one is off of the top of the head of the catcher, wasn't it? Man. I think also off of the umpire, too. I ask him if he's okay. He is. And a 2-2 pitch coming up. Heinsman is getting pitch selections over here from one of the assistant coaches, and she shook off one of them.
That made Wellen want to step out after that.
Here's the next pitch to Wellen. High. I've seen pitchers shake off catchers, but I haven't seen them shake off coaches. Full count now to Brianna Wellen. Bardwell waits on deck. Wellen swinging a foul ball to stay alive. Riley Doyle at third. Riley Anderton at first. One out in the inning. Brianna Wellen up there battling with another 3-2 pitch coming right now. Stays high. Another nice walk there by Wellen. Back-to-back walks to Brianna Wellen. And the bases are loaded.
Be patient there. Fouled off some good pitches and coaxed that walk.
Well, grand slam would get you 7 runs.
We said we needed 2. This would be the first one. They bring you to 7. Then we need to get that second one. You said 2 grand slams.
2 grand slams.
Now batting for the Kahok's number 21, Katie Bardwell.
Bardwell, since she has come in, has singled and flew out. Pop fly ball out to Emily Hayes. So 1 away. Force out obviously at any bag. And Heinzman is ready with the first. Right down the middle to Bardwell. Wellen on at first. Anderton on at second. Doyle on at third. 1 away, bottom of the 7th. The 0-1 pitch from Heinzman to Bardwell on the way. Swinging a pop fly on the infield. Shortstop calls for it. Infield fly rule in effect anyway. And there are 2 away.
Didn't go too far. Just a pop up in the infield. That's what Mount Vernon will take.
Caught the bottom of the ball, and that ball went straight up and had a spin on it when it was doing that as well. Here is Jerica Asbeck. Asbeck has singled twice in this game. She is 2 for 3. Need something to keep it going. In the dirt. Nice stop there by the new catcher, Irwin. Heinzman's ready with another. Here it is. Just inside. 2-0. Bases are full of Kahawks. Nowhere to put her. Got to bring it in. Alexi Rafalowski's waiting on deck. She'd like to have a chance at bat before this is all said and done. High fly ball. Center fielder's on the move. Not going to get there. That ball falls in. 1 run is home. Another run is home. And stopping at third base is Brianna Wellen on a 2 RBI single by Jerica Asbeck.
That's just putting them where they ain't. Big old gap there, right center. It was a pop fly, but lands there, and the Kahawks keep this going.
Rafalowski will come in to see if she can add to it. 11-5 in favor of Mount Vernon. As we mentioned before, Rafalowski looking for that first hit of the year. This would be a perfect time for it. Swinging a foul ball. She's going up there hacking, isn't she? Rafalowski has struck out, grounded out, and reached on a fielder's choice.
If you can turn this back to the top of the order, Butcher and Simpson, the Kahawks could really have something cooking if Rafalowski can get on base here.
Pitch. Swinging a roller back to the pitcher and an underhand toss, and that is the way that this one comes to a close on a 1-3 putout. And Collinsville drops this one by a final score of 11-5. And the record for Collinsville falls to 3-3. And that'll bring us into our post-game program, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Give Cullip Jennings a call at 344-0404. This week they are all about the prom flowers. So if your kid's getting ready to go to prom, well, you can get the flowers at Cullip Jennings Florist. 517 West Clay Street is where they are located. And again, call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays. graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Just was not meant to be here this afternoon as Mount Vernon hands Collinsville their third loss of the year, an 11-5 loss. Mount Vernon piled on early with a 4-run first, a 5-run third inning, and then a couple more runs in the fourth inning. Collinsville couldn't get anything going. Couldn't get anything going in the first 3 innings. Got a single run in the fourth, a single run in the fifth, and then with their backs to the wall and needing a bunch of runs to at least tie it to keep this game going, the Collinsville Kahawks did end up scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th, but it wasn't quite enough. Mount Vernon, 11 runs on 12 hits. They committed no errors, and they left 4 base runners on. Collinsville had chances. Kahawks 5 runs on 11 hits. They committed 3 errors, and the Kahawks left 11 runners on base. Matter of fact, the 6th and the 7th inning, the Kahawks left the bases loaded, so that'll add up and add up quickly. That is going to do it for us here this afternoon. My next contest will be coming your way Saturday afternoon, 1:30 start for the delayed Lady Kahok soccer home opener against Belleville West. JV takes the field at 12 o'clock. Varsity is scheduled for 1:30. We'll be on about 1:15 with the pregame coverage of that contest. And until Saturday, my name is Todd Duke for Chris Kettler. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.